Hello, everybody. Hershey and I are live.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Hershey. Thank you for joining me on this new moon solar eclipse. And holy shit, the energy today. I've
It
just been
is.
feeling erratic, and I wonder how other people are feeling. How are you feeling?
I love it.
She
I
loves
love
it.
it.
For me
I
today,
love it.
it's
I
been
love it.
like energy levels up and down, wanting to lay down. Then I'm like, ooh, I get anxious. I feel prickly. I get up. I do. And then I walk around while I'm bored. What do I mean? It's just been really funky energy
Oh,
for me
I'm
today. So,
sorry.
but no, it's good because, I lay down, I recharge, I grab my books, I catch up on some videos, I work on some stuff. So it's all good. It really
Uh-huh.
is.
Good. 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 Good.
And so I don't know if anybody got to see. We had clouds all day, so we didn't get to see anything. Um,
Um, I was covered in clouds in Missouri, but Thomas had a beautiful blue, bright blue Texas sky, so I actually got to see some
Beautiful,
of it. Hi, Tom.
beautiful. Hey,
So
Tom,
it was
early
wonderful.
ritual. We have Nancy Riker. That's wonderful. Lynn said she couldn't stay, but thanks, Lynn, for hanging out and stopping by to say hi.
Thank
Thomas
you.
is
Thank you.
here. Tarot your way. Hello, Thomas. Book Bewitched. And Meowdy, Miss Cat Mama's Meows do drop in. Oh, and we have
Hello.
Rossi. We have
Hello.
Roseanne. That's
Hello.
Rosanna. There's Jeff. Hi, Odelia. I love your name, Odelia
Modelia.
Maderos.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that.
and who remembers Glenn Medeiros? Every time I see your name, I think of Glenn Medeiros. I loved him growing when I was a little girl. That was 80s. You know,
I don't know
he
if I
was one of,
remember him or not. I don't
yeah,
know.
there's a song called Never Gonna, um, okay, I'm not going to put myself on the spot to sing that. Hi, Sherry. I got to meet him too, actually.
Oh,
So that was pretty cool. Hello, Fatima. And we have
hey,
Lady Silver. Oh,
hey,
chat is
Silver.
filling up. Hello, Arwen. Hello, how are you, my dear?
Hello,
Um,
hello, hello.
so Hershey just got herself some nice hot coffee. I got me some water.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to grab some of that, wasn't I?
Oh,
Oops.
good to stay hydrated. A little sip, sip. And boy, everybody, new moon solar eclipse. So hope everybody's been. I know Sherry's having a rough couple of weeks with her car. So let's all put our energy around Sherry. She got home safely. Her brakes wet while she was driving. She
Oh,
got
good.
home safely. She definitely had her spirit guides and her angel team protecting her. So she's
Um,
got to get some funds put together to, get the brake line fixed and everything. So just sending all that positive energy towards Sherry.
mm-hmm.
And really, too, some people might have, most people I think were in my chat yesterday, but my friend Amanda just lost her husband. I liked Roger a lot. He was a great guy. I actually introduced them. So he passed away yesterday after a long illness. Well, that started up in July. So, just a lot of, and of course, what's going on in the Middle East between the earthquakes and with the war going on, with Israel and all that. I know there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of horrific stuff going on, and um, I pulled out my um, page for my book for my new deck that I have is called the Black Moon Astrology Cards because I want to pull up something for the solar eclipse, and it was so interesting because the title that she gives it is Revolution. And where did that card go? I just had it right here, and I mixed it in there. But the card is all about revolution, and it says this card spells out change. So it says rapid change in direction or life path. That has been a lot going on for all over the world this week, especially leading up to this the solar eclipse today with all the energy. Yes, Claudia, it's been rough all over. Oh, Odelia is your younger sister. Oh, it's awesome, Fatima. I didn't know that. So, okay. Now I know. That's wonderful. I have sisters in chat. Um, so they said, but eclipses are not always on the downside. Um, they can be very positive. it requires rapid change in the direction of a life path, but it pushes us to get out of boundaries that not boundaries, but maybe what's that when you get to a rut? Sometimes when we keep digging our heels in saying, no, we're not going to change, I'm not going to do it. Sometimes energies like this need to give a big push. And I think with everything that's going on in the world and stuff, the solar eclipse is really forcing people to look at what's going on. And like the
Mhm.
card says, revolution. Things really need to start changing. So looking at this from a positive perspective, things
Mhm.
that are now going to, like they started back in 2016, 2017, things are picking up, people are ascending. And I think, my perspective is that because of all of the people around the world coming together and shining more light on what is wrong and um, a lot of the injustice and everything where people are banding together, they're still saying love is the answer, love is the way. You have to embrace, and help one another, support one another. And I sometimes think that when, that lighter side gets, an upper hand, it kind of, irritates you. It's like poking the snake, and the darkness, the negativity, the evil in the world, starts to, and then they try to do other things to, and I'm not saying that's what's going on with like the earthquakes and stuff, but just I think in general, people who are in places of power and whatnot and energy, um, they're feeling the collective growing stronger. They're feeling and seeing people are ascending and embracing, and it's going to be a bit of a struggle, but I really think that we're going to come out hopefully on top. And I will be quiet now and allow my guest to share her thoughts.
Um, I that's just wonderful. Like, first of all, kudos. Like, wow. Like, not a lot of people take time to learn, and
Mm-hmm.
when somebody like me that says, but there's good energy, and they're like, no, it's better than that, so hey, I that is wonderful. I love that you found out that there was a way to get good energy, to find the positive, and that
Trying
is
to.
something to focus on and actually celebrate for those that don't understand it. And once they do, they look forward to it and are like almost anticipating it. So I hope the next one you're like, "Ooh, I know what to do. I got this." And it's more of
Mm-hmm.
a joy and you get to enjoy more of the energy.
Yeah, and Cat Mama Claudia said that last Sunday she had to call the ambulance. She wasn't well. She had to be rushed to the ER. So a lot of us are even experiencing,
Blessings,
so
blessings, blessings.
lots of love out to Claudia. And yeah, we got that Libra energy all about balancing relationships, and I think especially with ourselves, especially with our health, making sure our physical health is in check, making sure our mental health, our emotional, our spiritual, we
Mm-hmm.
really need to come first, to make sure that, because we can't be there for other people and to help other people if we can't even take that time for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And hello, Gerald. He's making dinner. I wonder what Gerald's making for dinner. And Arwen said the same thing happened to her. Just found out my other half lost his job today. Oh, Arwen,
Oh my gosh.
you know, Spirit's kicking us a big is giving us a big kick in the ass.
We usually
It
take
really
the
is.
hardest hit right before we receive the biggest blessing. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully
We
there
got to
is
remove out what's
something
no longer serves.
wonderful on the other
Mhm.
side of that. Yep. I mean, that's my hope anyway, and I have lots of hope. So I'm definitely sending that for you.
And also here, this is interesting on my phone for
Oh, I
the
had teriyaki beef and broccoli and rice. So wonderful choice there.
ooh, yummy. So Libra has an innate right now. The new moon, solar eclipse is of course in Libra, and it's interesting because it says here, and this is what we were just saying. Libra has an innate ability for and love of synthesizing opposites. So you got the light, the dark, the bad, the good, and it says here
Balance.
peace
Balance.
and harmony are the goals. Yes, it is. There
Balance.
but there's
I
a
love it.
fine balancing act involved along the way that requires some commitment and effort. So this affects our relationship, with each other, with ourselves. And I like how we break out into song. I just love music. Every time I hear a word, it's just like with the word love. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love.
My
Gotta
I
love
have
the
a
80s.
singer. One of my guides is a singer, so and he loves like TV theme music, like the music for like TV shows. Like
Dun,
if he
dun,
finds
dun.
one he
Yeah.
really likes, he gets stuck on it, and I'm like, I'm singing that all
The
day now. What
love
am I?
boat.
Oh my god, he loves Love Boat, Treasure Island, and
Oh
what's
my
the one with
goodness.
the boat and the 5 people that are stranded?
Oh, Gilligan's
Gil
Island.
Oh
Here's
my
the story.
god,
Rest,
and
oh
I'm
no,
old
that's
enough
the
to
Brady
remember
Bunch.
Gilligan's Island, but Jesus, I'm like, no.
What?
Popeye the Sailor Man is another one that's at the top
Oh
of
my
his charts. I'm
god.
like, oh no, I'm strong to the finish because I eats me spinach. Like, I'm like, oh no.
My favorite theme song is if people remember the show, the original Charmed that came out in the late 90s.
Right,
And
with
Love
Phoebe
Spit,
and Paige
Love
and
Spit, Love
Piper.
and Prue. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um, and they actually Love Spit Love did a remake of the Smiths How Soon Is Now as the theme song for, but they took that from the movie The Craft.
Mm.
So for me that's one of my favorite theme songs of all time is both versions because they did a really great job on the remake. So
Oh,
How Soon
okay.
Is Now from the Smiths, and then you've got the remake for
Green
um
Acres. Oh no, don't do it.
is huh.
I don't know how many times I've been stuck singing Green Acres and he's an asshole. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not calling him an asshole, but you know you're a butt for that one. Oh, God.
It's 7 o'clock. It's all right. It's a Saturday night.
Ooh, and he knew that would set him off.
Oh, Rains. Yep. We're moving on up.
I'll
Yep.
take the Jeffersons, yeah, but can we get that one?
Oh God, I'm trying to remember. Remember the banana splits? I can't. Yeah, I can't go there. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
It
I
was the
remember
guys
now,
dressed up, and yeah, I can't even see. I think of songs and stuff, and then when I go to sing it, because I don't know if I'm on the spot, my brain completely shuts down, and I forget about it. And hello, Michelle Marie. How are you? Um, Looking forward to having Michelle and Tanis on later this month. And Aspazia
Oh,
Rising, Beth is here. I'm sorry I must have
hello.
missed because we were talking. Let me back up. And Rain added here too. I like that you said Spirit has also been giving me a kick in the ass lately. Yeah. And you can come out, gain stronger. That's all we can do.
That's right. It's a
And
love
Deb's
tap. It's
pushing
a love
through.
tap.
So I think we should all give ourselves, send each other love and hugs. And, this is a rough time for a lot of us to get
Pat
through.
our
A
own
lot of
back. We did
empathy.
it. We
Yeah.
accomplished some shit. We did
Yep.
some shit.
Just like Lady Silver, sending out love to fellow chatters. There you go.
Most definitely. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
let's see. Jessica Lynn is here. Hello, Jessica.
Hello.
And
Hello.
and
Hello.
there's the teriyaki again. Oh, I can't see that. That looks so good. We're having chicken too, but not with teriyaki. So let's see. Hershey, a love kick. There you go.
I've had a few of them. Or the ear pulls. Oh man, they're the worst.
And Isadora's here. Hello.
Hi.
So,
Hello.
one of the things too that's associated with this solar eclipse and new moon is manifestation, because the last solar eclipse happened in, I believe it was March, and that was the beginning of when we start planting seeds. And now that we've come to the next equinox just a few weeks ago, coming to this solar um, eclipse, they say now everything that we've planted and have grown is now ready for us to fully manifest. So this is a time also for manifestation. So Hershey and I decided to come up with new moon and solar eclipse manifestation readings. So if you would like one, just put me in all caps. We'll pull cards and we'll see what we get for new moon and solar eclipse. And oh, hello, Trend Zone. This is also another Gerald. Good to see you. Um, and did I miss anybody else? Oh, what's this? I'm so glad. Woo! Boy, chat just jumped, and more people have found their way into chat. That's wonderful. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness! Look how this all just jumped. It just like went, and all I'm seeing is this whole column
All
of me's.
I went from conversation to me.
Oh
I'm like,
my
wait,
god!
what?
Okay, and we just request to please that you stay
They're
in
trying to make
chat.
us sweat a little bit.
Yeah, just please be sure to stay in chat so
Did you
that
get
when we
me?
call you,
Don't forget me.
that you're present for your reading.
Whew.
It helps us to connect with your energy and to get any validation. Oh my goodness, girl, we're going to be here all night. Um, wow. Okay, let me just
Somebody
go
better
ahead
spend the energy.
and we will do the best we can. Hello, Kristen Miller. You look new. So welcome. So yes, that's what we request is that you be present for your reading. And oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not sure, Arwen. Let me just go ahead and do this. And we're going to do our very best. We are at 14 or 13.
I love it.
We are at 14. So
I love it.
questions are
Oops.
closed.
Oops. We got this.
um,
We got this.
yeah. Wow. I'm going to be walking out of here going, yes, I know. Oh my goodness, Michelle. Oh wow. Well, I guess we better get our asses going. Ooh, it might get so warm I take my hat off. Um,
I might want to roll my sleeves up on this one.
so okay, I have Trend Zone, Jessica Lynn, Nancy Riker, Beth, Fatima, Jeff, Rossi, Nancy, Kristen, Book Bewitched, Odelia, Lady Silver, Arwen, and Isadora. So what I think I want to do something a little different tonight. How about we do like randoms?
Ooh,
Like
I like randoms.
let's do some randoms. So let's see because I want to see. I have somebody here. Kristen Miller is new to my channel, so let's do Kristen first.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Alrighty. Hi, Ozzy Ross. Welcome. Yes,
Hello.
Ring. Thank you. Questions are closed.
Hello.
I hope I have some mods in there just in case. Just
Me,
in case
me too, me too, me too.
we get a. I was gonna say in case we get a. I can't say the word. Can I say the word? Can I drop the F bomb on my channel? I don't know if that's professional.
The what bomb?
The F bomb.
Oh Lord, we in trouble if we can't, because I might as well start feeding the damn curse jar. Where's it at?
Where's the jar?
I don't even know where that little fucker at.
You
Oops,
know,
my
who
bad.
would have the most money. You know who would win, and it's okay for me to say this because if anyone's caught Shaw Woman's videos, Dina, oh my God, she'd be a millionaire. Um.
Ooh, okay, all right, I heard you.
So Kristen Miller. Let's see, where's the new mark card in here? So this is all about manifesting. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck. Alrighty, Tarot, your eclipse is lost in the house.
I know, like what?
What does that mean?
Badass little shithead. Ooh, he's so bad.
Who is? Hi, Jane.
The new little kitten. Yeah. Hi, Jane.
Oh, someone's got a new kitty. Aww. So, do you already have your cards, or do you want me to go?
I have my cards.
Okay.
I do have my
guests
cards.
always go. Yep. My guests always go first.
Okay. So what they would really appreciate, and if you are new and I've never read for you, I am a shadow reader. So I read to the subconscious. So What I feel like your short term goal that you should work on manifesting is about focusing on more positive in your life, about holding on to a whole lot more of that and a lot less of any form of negative, a minus, a loss, grief, sorrow. Learn to find a way to start replacing that energy with positive as soon as possible, because you got the the ace of wands, you got the 3 of cups and the 7 of wands in reverse. So with having a promise, with having a beautiful community, or just a couple of good girlfriends or guy friends that are just like your people, your person, your ability to share, brainstorm, collaborate, celebrate, lift, whatever, however you see your little small little circle, they're also going to benefit from you focusing and making positive one of your short-term reachable goals. So it looks like you've got an easy streak but a difficult choice to make when it comes to choosing which one you want to choose, but it's just more better to choose the positive. Sorry, they're switching my words up on me real quick, so I'm doing the best I can to hold on to them. But focus on it, and your promises and your growth will come true.
Nice. Just going up here, making sure I didn't miss any comments from Kristen. And we had Teresa Hadarian joined us. Hello, Teresa.
Hello,
I like that. Hello.
hello, hello, hello.
So, Kristen, feel free to let Hershey and I know if any of this resonates with you. Um, we're doing your reading first. So, I got the Jupiter return. You know, it's solar. It's about, whoops, they can't see that. So, okay, so she's here. She says, thank you. All righty. So, Jupiter returns. So, benefits. And I wanted to clarify her. So, I pulled from my witch's oracle and I got homecoming and the hearth. So, this is all about home, hearth, coming home. So, this time of year, right now, manifesting, you're manifesting the home, the benefits. You're looking at what you have that you're grateful for. Sometimes we may feel that we live in a place of lack, but at the same time, you have a lot of family sorrow right now. I'm sorry, Kristen, but right now, just the family that you do have, come around, be a beautiful support for one another. I've got life's purpose. So, life's purpose right now is the focusing on bringing the family together, bringing,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
taking that pain that is going on right now and trying to see if you can bring that together with everybody. And sometimes it may not even individuals in the family may not want to do that. They would prefer to, or maybe energetically can't be present in that form, in a more positive and healthy way. Um, I don't know exactly the circumstances, but for me, the hearth is just really speaking about sometimes that hearth that can be just us, maybe with one or two loved ones, with us and our fur baby or whatever. But that homecoming, creating that space, that home space. And when you do that and you start bringing in and you start working on manifesting a home space, a hearth that brings you joy, that brings you comfort and security and connection, we get Pluto transformation and you will see things transform. So at this time, just take whatever, try to transmute that pain and that sorrow and turn that into something, um, and use that in a positive way of saying to yourself, okay, I am going to manifest, I am going to move forward. I want to create a home that's healthy and loving and warm, um, and full of sparkles and light. I love this deck. So I hope that helps, my dear. And I know a lot of people are going through a rough time right now with families and grief. It does a lot of family sorrow, also life purpose with cure and spirituality time. And this is the perfect time of year for that. So, all those cards together, what we're working on manifesting for you in this reading is focusing on your home, starting with yourself and what you need, to bring yourself that security, that peace
mm-hmm,
of mind,
mm-hmm.
um, that support to keep you moving forward with the career, with support. I'm just going to stop because if I keep going on, but I think she gets the oh, and Michelle also added something because she's very good at astrology. Ket 2, the
Good.
south node is connected to today's solar eclipse. Okay, I did not know that. Wonderful to have a professional astrologer in here. So many of us are reflecting on past sorrows. Yes. Thank you, Michelle. That's wonderful. All righty. Thank you, Kristen. So let me see. Who do I want to? Let's grab Jeff.
Ooh.
Jeff Bailey.
Jeff.
Let's see what card. I'm going to just all use these cards here for Jeff. Those Black Moon astrology cards, man, they're so big. When I use them, they rub up against my finger, and I get a couple sore spots. Wish I had a cutter where just. I'll be okay with believing in yourself. Yes, just that's what you need. As long as we believe in ourselves and our higher power, you know. And I'm going to put this over here for Hershe. Thank you, Jane. So let's see. Ooh.
I didn't know 35 and a half cards was going to fall. Okay, so hold on. We can't tell all this story. Wait. All right, so hold on. Give me 1 second here.
Okay.
So the first thing that they want you to make as your new manifestation and a short-term goal is thinking something through more thoroughly instead of just like letting it come in and sit on the hot burner for a second, and once it starts boiling, you go ahead and move it to the back burner. Let's slow down. Let's turn the eye way down. Let's turn the heat down, and let's actually think about what is happening. The overall emotion of what's going on. So short-term goal wise, think it through thoroughly. Like make sure that it is all covered, all the small print is read and understood. So you have the this weird ability of knowing that there's a possible message with your with the way of thinking things through more thoroughly. You have a way of getting a message understood and more thoroughly brought to a conclusive, solid answer. And by doing that, that would make sense to why the Page of Wands would show up with a youthful energy about it. So don't worry about maybe not getting the message the very first time, because as long as you keep practicing at it, you will understand it. And if you keep sitting with it, it will become much clearer. You have the Ten of Pentacles right behind that. So with the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, yes, the Ten of Pentacles. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have to maybe just a little bit of excess. Like you had enough at 9, but you kept going a little bit more because you earned it and you deserved it, and you're absolutely right. And this is all good. But now you do have excess. So because you was able to set that goal and start thinking things thoroughly, you found out that the access can be given away, gifted out, paid forward. And that's exactly what's needed, because you have King of Cups right behind it. And the King of Cups is all about being in total control. That energy, not necessarily male, is about understanding your value, knowing your worth, and being able to be comfortable and run everything equally in balance. And that's what all of this energy that's going on is. It's about learning how to walk on a tight wire while juggling. Yeah, it's that kind of balance. That's what life is right now, but you have the ability to do it, and it looks like you're going to do it effortlessly. So keep going and keep doing what you're doing.
There you go, Jeff. And he says, yeah, I tend to not think and to act. I think, sometimes we have that tendency. We all do.
Yep. Well, I was like, why would that one come up for Jeff? Like, wait a minute, there's got to be more to this.
So I got some interesting cards, Jeff. I ended up using that deck again. So, like, you're going to use us tonight. So I have Void of Course Moon, which they titled Missing as the keyword. And then I have Black Moon Lilith, which is mystery. So it feels like you are you feel like you're missing something. There's things that are unknown to you, and you are trying to juggle, maybe to juggle to balance that. And the card that from the other deck that goes with that is perfect because I got the Alchemist, Herbal Kitchen. So when it comes to alchemy, think of it as the temperance. You're trying to balance two emotions. It could be two projects, two emotions, but for me, it's a liquid. So for me, it's very more about the emotions. So you're trying to feel and find what is missing. There's like a mystery. There's like a and mysteries aren't always bad. I mean, we're writers. We love to do, when we write, mysteries are sometimes the best thing. So think of maybe our life, or the situation as a mystery. What is it that you feel like is missing? Maybe journal this. Let it write down into your poetry. Write it down into a journal. Play with the concept. Try to feel and balance with the alchemist what this mystery missing piece is for you. And the other two cards I have is Samhain, which is going to be pretty soon in a couple of weeks, and it has to do with death and rebirth. So this is a time of honoring our loved ones, and this is when the veils between both worlds are thinnest. Again, another balancing act. It's also part of the mystery, the great mystery of life. What happens after death? So again, that plays into with that. And then with the death being a rebirth, the next card I got was the rebirth card for Yule. So between now and Yule, especially between Samhain and Yule, I'm feeling like writing down, whether through poetry, through words, journaling, what it is that you are searching for, connecting with your spirit guides, and finding out what is that missing piece. Let your imagination go, let your mind wander, be that channel. Just let everything flow. Like do the automatic writing just popped into my head. So just let things flow.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, too, just keeping that emotional balance, knowing that instead of this being anxiety driven or worry driven, think of it as a writing adventure, a self
Mm-hmm.
discovery adventure, and let us know how things go. And you need to, and I would love to reschedule with you so we can do another poetry. And maybe at that time we're journaling and see what we get in the meantime. So thanks, Jeff. And hello, Amanda.
Hello, hello, hello.
She just finished Val's Akasha class. Oh, wonderful. And she's taking her doggy for a walk. Aw,
Nice.
thank you for joining us while you're doing that. And he's like, hell yes, I feel disconnected, but trying to find a new way. So just try to remember, breathe deeply. When we get, too off center, stones are good too. Black tourmaline, onyx, hematite, those are great grounding stones. You have your creativity, write and write and write, get it all out. Remember to breathe deeply. And you got this, Jeff. And look who popped in. Hello, Dina. How are you, my dear? Let me just go back to here. And Twisted Sushi just popped in. Hello, another Amanda. And Leah Piat just joined us.
Hello, hello.
So, all righty, let me take Jeff out and let's see who is next. Let's do Lady Silver.
Alrighty.
I don't have the phone, but Lady Silver. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
And just for everybody, new people coming into chat, questions are closed. We have a lot of requests tonight, so we're going to try to get to as many people as possible, and we're doing pretty good. So
Okay.
I'm going to put you over to the big seat. Oh, are you kidding me? And like I tell a lot of people too, when people do mini readings, a lot of this resonates for everybody. So, take what oh, I'm going to go for my new deck for this one here. So take everybody's message as a part of their message as well.
Hmm. Okay, I mean, I guess I get it. I hear what you're saying. All right. Sorry, sometimes they have me all over the place here. I know a lot of people prefer order or whatever, but I have to go with where they tell me where they're leading me. So they want you to understand that you you have more abilities, more power within you, and you need to literally step into them, start learning them, try new things. If you don't know new things, you'll never know if you do not try it. How do you know you don't like it? Go to a resort, go try it, go take a class, go do something new to find out what your power is because it's time. And this is a short term goal that is manifestable and reachable for a short term for you if you try. So, this is a message from them for this energy right now is step into your power. And if you don't know what it
Mhm.
is, that's the best part because you get to play with everything until you find what fits and feels right. So you will be able to reach that goal if you just start playing and trying new stuff. They also want you to know that you have the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. I'll get my wording out here in a minute. So with your Nine of
Okay.
Swords, yes, sometimes it's got some worry going on, some anxiety and all of that, but you also understand that you have to have good and bad when it comes to balance. You got to have rain and you got to have a rainbow. So listen, there is a way to let this come in, sit, deal, and then release it. So this is a doable thing. This is something that is not going to be overpowering. It's being followed by the queen. The queen is all about logic, logical thinking, honesty. So that's actually a good thing because it's following this. So just because it's upright doesn't mean that it's negative. It just means that it is being addressed. You are addressing it, you are handling it, and it is no longer being a pain in your butt. You are learning to turn that pain into something that you can actually use because of the queen following that. You also have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is all about the bravery. You know, it's all about being brave. It's all about that heart. It's all about knowing that there is no difference between courage and stupidity, except doing it or not doing it. So, this is what this night is telling you. So, it looks really good for you. So, go ahead and start stepping into some new things. Get a little nervous, get a little scared, and then find out what you actually do like and don't like, and then take it from there and finding your power.
Ooh, I like that. Thank you, Hershey.
You're
So,
welcome.
Lady Silver, I pulled from my new deck called Witch, which is Woman in Total Control of Herself.
Oh, I
And
like
I got the Harpy of Rage.
it. Oh,
And very interesting because it says here the most powerful witch gathers her rage. Rather than shrieking into the wind where her passion can be swallowed, she will find her branch and settle into a position of power. So there is the power. Using her authority, she will choose her time and cry out her claim. She offers her anger to her art, her cause, her community, resulting in a rallying song of change. And that is incredible because Hershey was just talking about taking control of your power. And if you may not know what it is, but I think you do because right now the card that came out for you is exactly what is today, Libra, and it's all about balance. So at this time, balancing any of that rage, any of past hurt or trauma, or even the negative energies that a lot of us been experiencing this week, especially with everything going on in the world. Just channel that. Find that way to channel. Like she said, screech it, claim your power, sit on your branch, and the next card I got to go with the balancing because you got to do a careful balance on that branch so you don't fall off. I got Mercury retrograde, reinvention. So at this time, reinventing yourself, re-looking at yourself, looking at how you can take any of past rage, trauma this week, and using all this energy to manifest that and to manifest what it is that you have been really wanting to create, what you truly desire, and using this energy to make that manifestation a reality. And a lot of people think that we were told, don't be mad, especially women. Oh, don't. No, it's an emotion. As long as we don't put it out on people, it is a very powerful emotion. It's a very raw and very human emotion. And if we know how to channel that properly, man, we can really create a lot of positive change, not just in the world, but within ourselves. So, like for everybody here, balance is so important at this time. So let me put these out of the way, um, and see. Um, oh, you're welcome. Oh, you ladies are incredible. Thank you so much. You are welcome, my dear. And in case Hershe didn't see, Strawberry, Rhubarb Tarot, Sharon Rue popped in. Um, Beth said, great message. And yes, channeling anger is positive and powerful. Every emotion that we have for a reason. And we're here to learn how to properly use them. Oh, she's looking into taking new classes. Ooh, very nice.
I like it.
Very, very nice.
I like
I'm
it.
making sure. Okay, I didn't miss any other comments. All righty. Let me. Okay. So let's do Odelia next. Okay, Odelia. Ooh, I'm being called to a different deck. Or do I use. No, let's keep using. I love this new deck. Shan got it for me for our anniversary this week. And I just love it. I love the artwork. Here, let me put you on the big screen.
Mm-mm. I like your chick. Mm. Yeah, I hear you. Yep, I get it.
I think it's cool how Hershey can hear her guy like that and just have like a conversation. That's amazing. I love it.
Thank you. Mm. Yeah, it actually does make sense. I see why now. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So they want you to understand that this might be a little bit different than a couple of the other reads I've been doing. So they actually have two for you. First, they want you to understand that the entire universe has your back in abundance no matter what. Like, they need you to understand you are worth it, and you're so worth it that they needed you to know that this extra card is just for you. Like, I don't know if you have been asking for a sign, or if you've been asking for proof, or if you've been asking for some kind of validation, but what they are saying is that they absolutely hear you and they have your back in abundance. You just need to trust, emphatically knowing that. Put your faith in knowing that the universe will never steer you wrong, and they will not lead you into a situation or an environment where you could be hurt, traumatized, victimized, anything bad. Okay. So know that, you know, as humans, we make mistakes all the time. The universe does not make mistakes, sweetheart. Doesn't happen. So that's not exactly your goal, but that is a direct message that they needed you to understand. So this card popped up and I was like, why? And they said, well, because they're backing it by the Virgo. So they need you to take action about something that they have already possibly put in your mind. So they need you to understand that you are worth the effort, the thought, the daydream, the fantasy, or whatever it is that you are wanting to bring or birth into this world. You are worth it, and the time is now. So your short-term goal, your reachable manifestation that you can start bringing and existing, bringing into existence and thinking and speaking into existence is time. It is now. And know your worth and take the action. It's definitely time. So even if you don't complete it in a short period of time, as long as you start it in a short period of time, you will reach that goal. They're so confident that you will reach it. They offer you the Ten of Cups as your very first card to
Oh,
let you know of how
mm,
much you're worthy of it. Like it is beyond doubt of how worthy you are of this expedition, of this journey, of this new adventure that you have coming. But, and I mean, but as in a very small, but there is a chance, and I do mean a very small chance, that you could get, like the FOMO thing, like fear of missing out. You could get engulfed in it. You can get overwhelmed with it. Maybe you could even get a little obsessive with it. It's quite possibly going to happen because of the allure, the attraction, the strength, and the ability that you'll be gaining from the more work and the more crafting or the more abilities that you put into it. But just know that all of it is for your best benefit. So even if you do get caught up a little bit in it, that's okay because it's a positive thing. So don't worry about the fact that you might need to, adjust your finances a little bit and remember to purchase responsibly, but you will get it. And you do have to understand that, there's good to bad to everything. So a little FOMO is okay. Just don't get caught up in it because the Queen of Pentacles is there to let you know that you will triumph in the end of it. Your kingdom will be successful. So just give it a try and start putting it into use. And that's what I got for you.
wow. Yeah, I had a lot of cards that just kept coming and coming. I'm like, oh my goodness. So,
So I was like, wait a minute, what's going on?
but it's so interesting how you had that card with the wolf because look what I got. So I got Failure's Muse. And what this has to do is, and this is not making wolf negative at all. Wolves are incredibly powerful animals.
Mm-hmm.
They are family oriented. They are full of wisdom and they support one another.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing to keep in mind too. But what it says here that I want to read that stands out is that the wolves of your psyche howling that you will die if you don't succeed are lying. Their growls may be terrifying, but so are you. Your soul is forged of lightning and stardust and cannot be destroyed. But only you can prove this truth to yourself by getting back up after failure and insisting on remembering who you really are and what you are really made of.
Mm-hmm. It
And
goes
that
so
is
perfect
beautiful.
with the chains card because you might be
Hmm.
chains and bondage, but they're loose. You can set them free. You can set yourself free.
And the card I got four from the other, and this one came out again, The Alchemist. So this is about like temperance, learning patience, learning how to do the balancing. You want security, yes, but also be prepared and grounded in that security because I have intensification coming up, especially with this week with the intense energies. And I also got shadow. I got the scrying mirror. So you may be having to with this alchemist balancing that which um, it is that you know with that you have within yourself that's powerful to balance because there's that intensification of the energy, but you're having to learn how to balance that with the shadow, and the both balance each other beautifully. Without the one, you can't have the other. They are both beautiful masters, and these two together also make me think of the two wolves as well. And that beautiful bouquet is mentioned in this card in this book too as her gift to the wolves to show that she has trust in her power and that anything that might be a failure or
Mhm.
something that may be a risk is not going to take you off the path of what you are supposed to be. It'll be a different path, but it's still something that you had to divert to learn something. And I'm going to leave it at that. And I am going to mute because my cat will not shut up. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but I have to scoot her out. So Adelia, I hope that resonates with you. Um, okay, so she must have left chat, but she's with Fatima because that's her sister, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Um, the three of us together. Okay.
That's great. Well, hi guys. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Did anybody other than me get to see the beautiful eclipse today? Get lots
Okay,
of
sorry
pictures.
about that.
I was just asking a million questions.
Yeah, we had cloudy skies, so we couldn't see it. But
Me too.
there's been some beautiful pictures. And hey, girl, hey, Aries girl, Tarot is here.
Hi, girl.
Hey, girl. So let's see. Let me take Odelia off. And let me see. Let's do Arwen. There we go. Gotcha.
Arwen.
Yes, cloudy, yeah.
Interesting. Like the name.
I think I'm just going to keep using this deck. I love this deck. I got to learn a little bit more about astrology before I pull out those astrology cards. It's a wonderful deck. I just wish it wasn't so darn big.
Oh, I feel you. I have
Especially
big
when you got
hands,
small
so I like
hands.
big. I,
Oh.
I have big hands, so I like big decks. I like the bigger decks.
You like big decks and you cannot lie. Oh, I wish I had a fan right now.
Ooh, too bad Gerald's not here and be like, Fork. Definitely
he's
earned
here.
that.
And he's here.
Oh, that's what she said. I made a recliner. My chair almost threw me backwards. That would have been hilarious.
Allison. I watched it today.
I had to pull mine back. Mine was going every way possible. Like I was like, oh no, we're not doing this one. You can't be cute like yesterday. I can't get 2 days in a row. No, of course not. Not happening.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to put Arwen back up. So
okay.
She says cloudy. Oh, so she's in Missouri as well. Hey, Arwen.
I know. Misery sucks.
I have a brother friend outside of St. Louis. She's an artist. Her name is Jane Bush, and she does these beautiful makeup videos and tutorials. She's an incredible artist, but her makeup and what she can do with a color palette on her face is just incredible.
Wow.
Allison says, I like big decks too, and I will not lie ever. I can't wait till you join Allison and I. That is going to be great.
Woo!
Here, let me put you in the big seat.
Oh, man, not the high seat, man. Not the high seat.
I said the big seat.
Oh, the big seat. The big seat.
Or the throne.
So it's actually quite fitting. Okay, so hi, Arwen. How are you? So there's something that, you need to manifest just for yourself. And once you do it, you need to set a goal. And they want that goal to be honoring it, honoring your feelings. Like no tomorrow. Like there is no other thing valid. So a manifestation that you can start working on and a reachable goal is definitely learning how to honor you, benefit you, pay you first, always. Disrespect other people, disappoint other people, not you. Don't let you down. Honor you at all times. So, with that being the goal, it makes sense that they would want to start you with the Two of Pentacles, which is what? All about that juggling, right? It's all about understanding balance, the good part of it, knowing that you are capable of doing it, that you have the ability, the control, and the stability to do it. So know that every time you take your 2 feet in the heartbeat out there, you are doing it in the right place. You're not doing it too high, too low, too logical, too heartfelt. You're absolutely doing it balanced, and you're doing it with both of them equally. You have the 7 of Swords in reverse. So I don't know if you recently found a thief in your life and they're acknowledging it and they're letting you know that it's been removed, the problem, the situation, the energy, or if they need you to understand that there is someone in your life that is being deceitful with you and you need to possibly investigate it. And it's not directly in your life, it could be a coworker, it could be with that middleman energy going on. But whatever it is, just acknowledge the fact that if you didn't recently
Mm-hmm.
it, understand that there is one that is going to be coming into your view. So always kind of make sure that you are aware of your circle at all times. But they also want you to understand that they are finishing your message with the world card and they are letting you know that it is all about stop, gain, but gain and reward at the same time. Because every time you get to start over this time, you get to take all of your knowledge and your gain tools and all of that beautiful cool stuff with you when you start your next new journey and you find out even more about yourself as you take the next adventure. So keep going, keep working and staying in balance because you're doing a really good job of it and the universe has your back.
Wonderful. Thank you. So, Arwen, the first card I got, and this is the first one that's come up now since I've had it from my life. And Allison, you're going to love this too. Anybody who loves animals, this is the Trailblazer.
Ooh,
And look how all those animals are
wow.
all following her.
That's
They
wonderful.
all, I just absolutely love this card.
That's wonderful.
So, Arwen, you are the Trailblazer.
Wow.
And it says here, this is a pioneering moment. In order to chart where you're going and empower the path making, you must know your place, woman. Only when you know your deservedness and embody your inherent value can you move with the confidence and radiance required to create your own path. The witch has shifted her allegiance from pleasing to pleasure, from subservient to subversive, through the very act of claiming her inner knowing as her highest authority. She's willing to abandon everyone else's expectations and approval before she'll abandon herself. She has stopped fearing her path and started blazing it, loyal to the visions in her head and the longing of her heart. She trusts her intuition to guide her to the next right thing for her, even when she can't see the entire path or explain it to a mind of logic. So
Wow.
don't overthink. Just follow what it is that you know that you want to do. Because we've Arwen's been a regular on my channel, and she does healing work. She's a healer, and she's been studying other, I believe, modalities. And so you are, instead of following other people, you are listening to your own spirit, your own soul, and what you want to do, and you are setting a trail for yourself. And I'm going to go off now a little bit because I got cards similar to what um, Hershey did about with the thief or the deception. Just so I'll grab the last card first. Girl, you need to create some boundaries.
Hmm.
Your ancestors want you to know this. I think that you may have been getting messages in dreams or seeing symbols or signs from your ancestors, or if you know of an ancestor that you can reach out to, especially at this time, because this is Samhain. So, this is the time of remembrance of our ancestors. But I believe your ancestors or some of your spirit guides have been trying to tell you you need to start creating boundaries. Start setting those boundaries with intention. I got the wand. So start creating those energetic boundaries too. Because of the healing that you do and how you open yourself up to people, sometimes we don't we want to heal and please people so much, like that card, the people pleaser, that we leave ourselves unprotected and we don't replenish our own energy, our own wells, and reinforce our own light. So your ancestors, I feel, are saying they're very proud of you, but they're reminding you and trying to get your attention to start incorporating and sustaining. It's like, yeah, I know I need to do boundaries, but when you be firm about it, be insistent about it. Don't let them fall to the wayside.
Hmm.
Um, so, yes. Yes, that's a gorgeous card. I don't know which one, Allison. They're all beautiful. I love this one, and I know this is probably the one Allison's talking about because Allison has a beautiful ancestor altar. So she loves remembering her ancestors. So, um, yes, Arwen, pay attention, and they want you to make sure that you be consistent with your boundaries and making sure that they're maintained. You take on too much sometimes. Like the card said, stop people pleasing, stop being
Mhm.
subservient, and start being subversive. Yeah, they use some big words in this deck. I gotta get, but it's powerful. They really
Mm.
are really powerful messages. So,
Yeah. Mm.
um, you know what you got to do, girl. All righty, let me take. Um, So Cat Mama has never had a reading with Hershe, so I'm going to include Claudia. She would like to have. Claudia had that scare last Sunday with hospital and stuff. So let's go ahead and Claudia, sweetheart, are you still here?
Claudia.
And I'm feeling being drawn to a different deck for Claudia. Yes. No.
Okay.
Which one? Sorry, forgot to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's here.
Well, okay, finally, shit. I was beginning to think maybe you might have left. Where do you go? I was beginning to think you left me. Hi, Cat Mama. How are you, beautiful? I'm just kind of pulling in some energy here. What?
Do you want me to go first? Or do
Oh,
you want to
I
go?
mean, if you have your cards ready,
Yeah. Okay.
they're still directing me here.
Okay. So, Claudia, ask for help when you need it, sweetheart. I know you have a lot on your plate with your cat rescues and with your health and creating beautiful surprise birthday parties for fellow readers, but you need to start moving a little bit slower. It says here taking smaller steps and not being afraid to ask for help. The next card I have is the Arrow Master, hitting the mark, intention, and detachment. So, whatever it is that you're working on, especially at this time, because the questions are about manifestation. This is powerful manifestation energy. So, whatever it is that you have been holding back, wanting to do, let that arrow go. Be focused, be intent, and then once you let that intention go, detach from it. Just know that it's out in the universe. The universe hears you, it's out there, and they're processing it. And the last card is beautiful. I got the Lady of the Gift, which is generosity, receiving. The last word is also withholding, but for me, because of the releasing the arrow, putting your intention out there of what you want to manifest, I got the generosity and the receiving. So your prayers, your intentions are going to manifest. Of course, with cards you can't really say when, but the universe wants you to know the Lady of the Gift. You will be receiving, and don't be afraid to receive help from others, asking help from others, receiving the help from others.
Mm-hmm.
Don't withhold, help from others because you might be too proud. Just know that releasing that arrow, putting that intention out there, being open to that help, and just being open to receiving. So there you go, girl. I'll give you over to Hershe.
Okay, so first and foremost, all I can say is you must be incredibly optimistic. I don't get these kind of cards very often unless I'm reading for somebody that has a hope cup the size of mine. Okay. So, first and foremost, hope and hope, right? Okay, so wrong one. This hope card, we're starting off first with the star. What is the star? Obviously, it's about hope, right? We're going to leave it right there. I'm going to get to the manifestation card, but they want me to make sure that you understand that they recognize the hope inside of you, because the hope card is followed by what? Eight of Wands. And what is Eight of Wands? Again, movement, hopeful, optimistic, right? They also want you to understand that there's something, because of your optimistic, that you can go so deep with. You can just literally dive into it and not be infected by it, not have to worry about there being a consequence that is going to be, too hard or too stiff or anything like that, because you're not going into it with anything but hope, with optimism. And there is nothing better than optimism. So go all the way as deep as you possibly can go and make that a goal, no matter what it is. Deep dive it. If it seems small, deep dive it. It might be bigger than the ocean. You won't know if you don't deep dive it. So they definitely want you to know that what you should be manifesting and making your short-term goal that is very reachable and achievable for you is just diving into everything, literally seeking your teeth into everything that gets to cross your beautiful plate. If it's not meant for you, get it off your plate. If it's not for you, spirit will literally let it pass you by, because what is meant for you will never pass you by. So always, every time it comes, take it up, because there is a promise. There is an Ace of Cups. There is something so beneficial and rewarding to you and your optimistic, hopeful self. All you have to do is dive deep to find it. So don't stop. Dive deeper, buy a scuba gear, dive deep, however you have to do it, but go, go, go. And that's what I got for you, love heart.
Yep. Yep. She's been commenting. She says, I bounce back. I'm a Tigger. Yes, you are. And thank you, Dina. Yes, please, everybody, please hit that like, and make sure you go over and like and subscribe to Hershe. Her links are in my description box. And comments after the show help build our channel. So much appreciated. And I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but okay. Are they? Yeah.
It looks
She's a
like scuba mask.
she's a crazy cat lady. She's a crazy cat mama like me.
Yeah, they
So,
look like scuba masks, because I told her to dive deep. Like if you need
oh, there you go.
oxygen, grab some scuba mask or
I'm
something
like,
and
what
dive
is
deep.
that?
Doesn't matter, dive into it.
All righty. So, Beth, are you still here? I think you are. I don't think you took off. You're next. Hi, Marby. I'm going to take this moment to get a sip sip.
Hello, hello.
You're welcome, my dear. Yep, Beth is still here. Yay! All right. So while Hershe was shuffling, I already went ahead and pulled some cards. So, Beth, I got Thief of Peace. So something is stealing your peace right now. And I'm looking at the cards that I pulled from my Witch Oracle. I got protection. So, are you making sure that when you're doing your healing work, because I also got the Witch card, I got Healer. Like with Arwen's, when we do our magic sometimes for people or we do our healing, we sometimes end up not putting up our protections, especially when we feel like we think we can trust a person or feel like or we may, not even think about it might be whatever it is, something is stealing your peace. I got the balance card, and Libra is all about balance. So I feel like with these swirling energies, I have the light and the dark. I feel like there's something out of balance, something to do with your energy, something that may have kind of crept in or affected you. Um, maybe there wasn't a strong enough protection, or maybe you might have forgotten to protect, or you might have to just start reinforcing your boundaries, your protections more. Because I did get the thief of peace, and this could be, yes, having maybe self, and this could also too maybe be about having self-doubt about who you are, where you are in life, your ability as being a healer or being part of a spiritual practice.
Mhm.
um, but here, let me just really quick, I was going to say no, I can, but there's just something here that says that I need to read from the book. Okay. When you worry, focusing on what's wrong with a sense of fear, lack, or incapability, you're adding heavy boulders onto an already overtaxed psyche. Think of all the situations where you succeeded, accomplished, or surprised yourself. The same energy is available to you. So there's that balance. Think of, okay, I just read that. The same energy is available to you now, but only if you'll stop allowing these bolder thoughts to accumulate on your shoulders. A witch watches her thoughts carefully. She knows she is living a life today that a younger version of herself could only marvel at. I mean, wow. Just the writing in this book. You'll do that again, and with more and more grace, once you let go of the heavy thoughts weighing you down, your possibilities, and clouding your clarity. So, we do that to ourselves, but also sometimes people can do that to us as well. There are people that do practice, negative magic, or they put out negative energy, because they might get jealous, or they might get envious, or they may not like the light that you reflect, whatever this is, whether it's an energy that's natural to your area, if it might be someone sending something out to you, making sure that you are protected. I'm feeling like there's something that's kind of been interfering, because I've seen you in conversations and in chats. You're very always very positive. You always um, um, interact with us during Gerald's lives with the tarot, and with the tool talks and everything. So I feel like whatever this is weighing you down, there might be a little bit of an influence of some kind that might be coming in. So just be aware, of course, entertainment purposes only, but just make sure your protections are up. Okay, hon? And not to let anyone get into your head and add to or bring up anything from the past that might make you self doubt yourself. And with that, I'm going to give you over to Hershe.
Hi, hi,
It's the mark.
hi.
Okay. Thank you, Beth.
Well, I, I'm quick to tell y'all we can't make this shit up, right? You are literally, for me, I can't even start with the goal. They want me to end with the goal because the goal is kind of the toy inside the box when you buy the box of cereal and there's a toy included. So it's there, but we're gonna have to get to it first. So where I want to start as is what Heather was saying is absolutely something in your subconscious as well, sweetheart. You got temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse is about having moderation blown out of the water, completely gone. There is no moderation. Tranquility, peace, just gone. Right. And I think she said those words was in her reads as well. So subconsciously and consciously, you're feeling it some kind of way. Something has your peace and it is renting from you rent free. It's not paying you a dime. It's not benefiting you. It's actually almost to the point where if it's conscious and subconscious, this could be actually detrimental to you emotionally, physically, mentally, stability. It could be literally what's literally like the straw that broke the camel's back. This is the kind of energy that we get to get rid of, right? Because we don't want it to go in. We know we've got good things coming and good things ahead. And the universe wants you to understand that they're not just wanting to focus on that part. They just want you to be aware that they are aware that you are struggling with that consciously and subconsciously. But there is a way to release it. How are we going to release it? We got the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So, what comes with both of these? Oh my God. You have manifestation, you have desire, you have curiosity, excitement. You have all kinds of good things that come with both of these. Now, I can throw them both together, or I can independently tell you that that's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to take the curiosity and the excitement of one and literally let it be the reason that you get the enjoyment and the abundance of the other. That's why these two fell together and this fell way over here. I had to pick it up out of left field over there because it didn't want to be no part of this. But this was what balance is all about, right? This is what this energy is all about, recognizing it and understanding it. So here's the best part. They want you to know that your kind of self is your joy. It is something that you can manifest. It is something that you can reach. It is a goal that you can literally bring to life almost overnight. You can literally be your kind of self, not to other people. They're not saying be kind to other people. They're saying be kind to you. Be your kind of self to yourself. Be your own best friend. Be your own lover. Be your own dreamer. Be your own manifester. Be your own creator. You get to do all of this for you, by you, and with you. You get to take you with you into the future. So this is really good. Recognize that that is going to be dealt with, and you will find a way to move that energy throughout your life to thin it out so that you don't have it constantly in your face, because the mountain is going to be accomplished and you will win and you will succeed at being your best self. And that's what I got for you,
Oh,
sweetheart.
wow. She wants to know
Well,
what were the two cards again.
oh, the Page of Wands and Nine of Pentacles. Is
Because
that what
she
she's talking
said
about? That fell out together?
maybe. Because she did say, Beth, is those the ones that you wanted to see?
I don't know.
Okay. But Beth
Temperance is
said
in
that,
reverse.
yeah, she actually commented on that. She says my advice card when I read for myself on this yesterday was temperance.
Wow.
So she got
Well,
that for herself as well. And she
well,
says yes. Says
subconscious
she got
and
those. Thank you.
conscious are, they go hand in hand, but a lot of people don't put a lot of weight into their subconscious because they think they can always carry that load. Well, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Can't always carry the load. Sometimes it is mental overload. And
Mm-hmm.
this is just the universe way and everybody and your guide's way of knowing that they recognize it in you and you're doing a good job, but you really should lighten that load as much as you can.
Yeah. She says thank you. And she says yes, those were the cards. Um, all righty. So I had put in the chat trend zone. Are you still here? People can let me know who's still here. That would be very helpful. So let me take that down while we're waiting to see if Trend Zone is still here. Book Bewitched, are you still here? I know, y'all. I gotta figure. I love how Gerald has the white phone. Jane the Seeker has the angel phone with the wings on it. I love that. I'm trying to figure out if I can do something with maybe um a jaguar growling. You know, when they go, like a roar or something.
My old ass would want like a pager or a beeper. You remember them beepers from back in the days? It would be beep,
Yes.
beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. So who's still
Or,
here? Book Bewitched, are you here? I got 18 people still in chat. Hello. Who's here? Okay, let's see. Um,
nice,
Nancy
nice.
Riker. Nancy, are you still here? My chat thing didn't freeze. No, it didn't. Okay. So Nancy, are you here? Ding a ding a ding. Sometimes she does get phone calls during lives, and I know some people's internet drops because, like me, I had those issues
Mine
too
too.
before.
Mine too.
Okay,
Mine tripping,
so
tripping.
Nancy is here. Okay, so this will be for Nancy.
Okay. I'd make sure I didn't have the dang on deck in reverse. What? What? Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Well, dang.
It's Adora. You're cute. Paging. She put a little telephone and she put paging. Yeah, back in the day, that was so cool. Everyone's got a pager.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to see how technology has evolved.
Right. It's come a long way for sure. So this was pretty easy. They pretty much was just like literally guiding me to it. So they absolutely want you to know that something that you can be manifesting right now, and excuse the liquids and the leaking, but goodness gracious. Okay, so they want you to understand that you have full moon and Pisces kind of energy. So that's all about forgiveness. Even when it seems like it's impossible, it's not. Forgiveness also does not mean that you allow them back into your life. Forgiving is about yourself. It's about your heart and what you have the ability to do. That doesn't mean you have to give it back away once you find forgiveness and heal yourself from that energy. So remember that forgiveness is a reachable goal, and it is something that you can start manifesting right now in this energy. But you're pretty good at it. Subconsciously, it looks really good. You got the Sun, you got the Three of Pentacles, and you got the Hangman. So they want me to start with the Hangman. They want me to let you know that this decision that you're waiting for, this information that you're seeking, that you're holding out for, is going to come because you've made the initial sacrifices. You've made the choice to stay there until the knowledge is ready and ready until you're ready for to receive the knowledge. They see that, and because you're doing it willingly, it will be coming to you, and it will be coming to you by way of the Sun. So it's coming in a way that is just so hopeful and so enthusiastically and so full of energy, positively charged already, that it will not miss you. It will not pass you by, and you will not like feel like you missed something or you're not understanding it. You're totally going to understand everything that has to come after this energy comes, and you start applying that forgiveness to yourself. They also said that they're finishing it with the Three of Pentacles. So there is maybe even possibly some kind of, I don't like saying the materialistic part, but when it comes to materials, and that's what Pentacles is about, you have to understand that there is going to be some kind of gain. And for me, the Three of Pentacles shows the first sign that there is some kind of gain, not necessarily always monetary wise, but there is going to be some kind of gain for you. So keep doing what you're doing, and it will have benefits that you aren't even prepared for yet, but they will come to you. And that's what I got for you, love.
Wow. Nancy said, that's beautiful. Yes. And Thomas has returned. So welcome back, Thomas. Um, so Nancy, ooh, I love this card for you, Nancy. I got Medicine Woman.
Ooh.
And look at that bear. She beautiful. And the bear's got his arm around her. So that's just beautiful. And it says now for manifesting right now and bringing in balance is about healing. Right now and the card says here, now is the time for self healing through the wisdom of the medicine woman who lives in you. Sorry, I'm losing my hat. She knows that every illness has an emotional component, like the raven is connected to the material world, and Hershe was just talking about the material world, but not necessarily monetary, but the material or solidity, the earth itself, and the underworld. So is your surface wound tied to the deep internal realm of emotion. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Um, hers, the bear, the mama bear. Hers is the voice that warns you to get up from the table when love is no longer being served,
Mm.
and to go where you are celebrated rather than showing up again and again where you are merely tolerated. And it says here, a witch knows her first and best healer is her own self. She has come to understand that people show you who they are through their actions, and her job is to believe them for the first time. Rather than looking outward, expecting her people or circumstances to change in order for her to feel better, she challenges her own thoughts and beliefs when wounded, tending the hurt with tender ferocity. This kind of self tending takes time to develop, which is why it's the realm of the crone. So let that sink in. And when it comes to getting up and leaving that table, especially when you are merely tolerated, the next three cards, really quick, are going to just absolutely resonate. For me, they do. I got cauldron,
Mm-hmm.
and this one is containment.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that is who you are, that you're learning, that you are cooking, that you are brewing within yourself, that healer, everything that is within you. This card, and you'll see this next one. I got Secret, Book of Shadows. So there
Mm-hmm.
are those people that this card is referring to that don't deserve to sit at your table because they cannot accept, because you end up having to conceal and contain who you truly are spiritually. And
Mm-hmm.
you have to keep it a secret. And you know, from those people, it's a reminder to bring balance and to for manifestation, especially with relationships. They don't understand your connection with spirit, your initiation with spirit. So you have to listen to that medicine woman, that protective bear, that mama bear. And when you know that you're going to be around people, or or if you're considering inviting people, you know that you have that protection, that boundary to say no. Only people like that the book said have permission to sit at my table, and those are the people that can accept you for who you are, and not to give away or share to people who are only going to tear that down. But I think you know that. But it's just a reminder for that balance, especially this year going into the holidays when we have family coming over, some that we don't particularly like, or they don't like who you are. You know, I've been there. I know what that's like. So, and I'll leave it at that. She says gorgeous, and she goes, "That's right. Okay, Nancy." And oh, hello! Look who jumped in. Hello, Miss Tarot D. Can't stay. Oh, you're in pain tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Oh,
Lots
I
of
hope you feel better. Yeah, we're sending you love, Miss Tarot D. Yep, we're all holding your hand. Yep. So all the love out to Miss Tarot D, Isadora and Jane. So okay. Alrighty, so I think Trend Zone left. So let me unstar. We just read for Nancy. So Fatima, are you here? You're welcome, Nancy. I know Fatima's here. She always stays. She's so appreciated. And if she has to go, she lets you know. And my chat's a little slow, so
It's
um,
quite all right.
yep, there she is.
Oh, what a beautiful card. I like that. Beautiful.
Ooh, wow, wait a minute. No, I'm just
Mm.
talking to myself. I got this card last night, but I don't think it was for Fatima. Though a part of me thinks it was. That's weird. She'll let me know. So I'm gonna put Hershe over to the.
Well, okay, so, okay. Well, First, I want you to understand that there is a very, very short term goal that you can start manifesting right now, taking advantage of this energy. And it starts with practicing gratitude. Definitely, I have the first mind to say, not towards other people, towards yourself. And the reason I say that is because of these cards. So, gratitude, being gentle with yourself, forgiving, which was another person's card. I get it. But gratitude, forgiveness, love, building, hope, crafting, creating. That's all part of gratifying yourself, lifting up yourself, letting yourself feel the blessing, knowing that you are the blessing. Okay. So, gratitude goes a long way, especially when you have to learn it for yourself. So, that is your goal, and it is completely reachable for a very short term. So go ahead and start working on that. Make you a list, figure it out. Where do I start? What's the ingredients? There's no wrong answers, and there's no wrong way to start. Just start working on that, and that is your short term, reachable manifestation goal with this energy. They want you to work on this Six of Swords. Why do they want you to work on a Six of Swords? Because you should be possibly moving into calmer water, but you're not actually moving into rougher water either. Okay. You're kind of like at a standstill. So not knowing whether you want to take a step forward that could cause you to take two steps back. That rock and hard place. I understand it because they're starting you there. That's why they want you to possibly work on showing yourself gratitude and being grateful with yourself with what you do have. What you do have is more than what others have. It is a great starting point. So that's why they want that to be your short term goal. Behind that is judgment upright. So you absolutely are deserving of this gratitude. And it's because the judgment isn't going to be there anymore. You're going to work on a way that helps you balance that out as you're learning to show yourself how to love you better, not more, better. Once all of that comes into play, the best part is the Ace of Pentacles. So there is a promise of some kind of gain coming with all of this hard work. So do not
Mhm.
stop. There is a brand new idea crawling around inside of you. So just absolutely give yourself the time, the effort, and watch it manifest and come to life. And that's what I got for you, sweetheart.
Wow, beautiful. So, Fatima, I got Maiden Journey, and I
Oh,
love this. It's like the chariot, but I love how they put her on a magic carpet, and she's got her little black kitty on there with her, and she's flying with the birds. And there's no fear. She should sing comfortably, even though it's a maiden voyage. She has confidence in herself, and she says thank you, Hershey. So this is a journey and moment. Whether you are on a spiritual quest, journeying into a new venture or relationship, or actually planning a trip, this moment encourages you to take stock of where you've been and where you are going. So I'm going to skip ahead to the next page because this is where it really gets meaty here. It says, a witch knows that preparation is an important part of the journey. So if you're starting out, take care to gift yourself with the supplies and support you will need. But a witch also knows that no matter how much she prepares, she will encounter twists and turns on every journey. Like when Hershey was saying, it's not bad, it's not good. You're just like in the middle right now and you're balancing, especially balancing on that beautiful carpet. So, a sense of adventure, bravery, flexibility, humor, and a big picture perspective are her most vital tools. As a poet once said, we cannot discover new oceans without being willing to lose sight of the shore. And from the other deck, I pulled spell, which is of course what are we reading on? Manifestation. And people don't realize that if someone says, "Well, I don't do spells, I do prayers." Prayers are spells as well because there is rhyme. You are reciting. It's another form of spell. It's you're putting energy into it. So I know Fatima, you're practicing, I believe, Catholic, if I'm correct. So when you say your prayer, says actually a spell you are reciting to your deity, to your God, to your, your great mother. And when you put that type of energy into a prayer, it's the same as putting an energy into, what a Wiccan or a pagan would do with a spell. You're putting that positive energy into that prayer or into that chant or into that spell to make a beautiful manifestation. And I got the Watchtower of the South, which reflects summer. And I also got Watchtower of the North, which is winter. So between summer and winter, and of course, two very different seasons, there's the balance again. So you're going to be focus on the short-term manifestation, making sure that that gratitude is there, but not being afraid to look on other shores, like the card said, not being afraid of um, learning new ways of experiencing change or how to address situations as they come up. Gratitude is so important. And after this week, with everything going on in the world and in my immediate circle, even though I don't have everything that I would like to have, I'm still so very grateful um, for the things that I do have. And those gratitude lists are so important. So I will end there. Beautiful reading. And thank you for letting us read for you. So let me remove. Okay, so I don't think Book Bewitched came in. So Jessica Lynn, are you still here? Okay, good night, Beth. Thank you, sweetheart. I might have missed you. Um,
Good
you may
night.
have already left. It says I have 10 people still in chat. So Jessica Lynn, are you here? Take a moment for a sip sip. Well, we are at 8:36. You're still doing good?
Mhm.
We only have a few more because I think some people have popped out. So I know Rossi is here. So Rossi, you are next.
I actually love this for Ross. I love this for you. Uh, it feels. I know that off the top of my head, Rossi, I think that your energy is sometimes high, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have high energy a lot. I am a lot of chaos. I am a Gemini, so I spiritually have high energy, and then as a human I have high energy as well. So when you pair them up together, I'm literally like two electrical poles walking, going all the time. So for this to be a goal, I like it. 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 I'll tell you, if
She
you,
likes it a lot.
I knew it. I knew it. Yep, it makes sense. So I'm getting two, right? Like two, TWO. I don't know if this means like the number two, like you're dealing with two things, you're juggling two things. You have two jobs, two cars, two houses, two men, two kids, two dogs, two fur babies. I don't know, but they're throwing out the number two, and they want me to tell you for your short-term reachable manifestation goal without them being a smartass. They're literally saying this with love. Talk less, feel more. Okay. Get out there and experience it. Don't talk about it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. People make their mouth say everything and anything, but there's really no follow through if the action isn't there. This is what this card is telling you. Get your ass out there and feel it. No more. So from here on out, your short term goal is to think it and then do it. No more talking it into existence. None of that. It's ready. It's time. So your short-term goal, do it. Good, bad, or indifferent. Do it. Have some stories to tell. Have some conversation starters. It all starts with this right here. And they're saying that with so much love because they're starting you off with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is all about, as some people would say, that soulmate energy. This is also about loving another part of you, having one person in your life. A soulmate can be more than somebody that you are having intercourse with or that you're married to, okay? Soulmates come in all shapes, forms, and fashions. So, this Two of Cups is to let you know that all that stuff that you're thinking about and you're talking about, but you're not actually feeling and experiencing and existing and having it a part of your life, this is your chance. And you get to take somebody with you. Your choice. Again, but you're doing it with Queen of Pentacles energy. So it's not like you're taking and robbing from Peter to pay Paul. Nope. Nope. I am going to start feeling this energy. And you're going to do that with knowing that you're not going to be hurting yourself in other areas along the way as you go. You are going to be living it, experiencing it, and feeling it in an environment that doesn't cause any kind of other grief or woe to come from a consequence, because this has no consequence. You have all of this going on, and with that going on the back burner, you also have a decision that will be made in the end of this, and a new form of planning, because you can read it literally backwards. Instead of planning and then making a decision, no, we are going to make the decision and then we are going to plan it, because that's what our goal is. Our goal is to feel it and not talk about it. So we plan it after we make the decision to do it. So get out there, do it, get out there and live a little. And that's what I got for you, honey.
Ooh. And she says, take action. It makes sense. And talking about relationships, it says here, tend to your partnerships. You got the sisterhood of reciprocity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a fun little image. It says this could be a time to review or negotiate business, renew romance or friendship, or nurture the very partnership you have with your own soul. Much of our world suffers from a lack of understanding what our ancestors knew so well. All life is dependent on the generosity of our planet. There is no thriving without her good graces for food, water, shelter, and beauty. And we do well to remember it with reciprocity. So this is what I think, part of what Hershey was touching upon with the Queen of Pentacles. You have enough. You're not, having to rob Peter to pay Paul, so to speak. Um, you, um, you are up. You live daily with the bounty, and I feel like with the cards that you do honor and give thanks for the bounty, because a lot of people don't realize for bounty is for food, water, shelter. Some of us take that for granted, especially in other countries that don't have that on. There's some people even in our own country, excuse me, that you know don't know what having really clean food, clean water, having food every day on their tables, and shelter is like. um so it just says here, a witch carries this practice forward, knowing that all parts of her life are interdependent with the elements, creatures, and plants of the earth, the same way that her healthy psyche relies on all her parts working together. She must balance her genius with her shadow. Reconcile, here, let me put this here so she can see it. Reconcile her love with her fear. Strike a balance between her logic and emotions. All parts of her life she is proud of must dance with those monstrous parts she fears in order to experience a bountiful, creative life. Take stock of where you are entwined in healthy partnership and where you are not, which is at this time, Libra is about with this new moon, about creating a healthy, balanced relationships as well in our life. whether with a loved one, family, an intimate partner, ourselves. This is a time for tending the dance of reciprocity. And the other cards, really quick, that I got from the Witches Oracle is it's funny tarot cards, guidance. So I don't know if you are learning about tarot cards yourself or learning about Oracle, but yes, guidance and tarot cards are very important, but you need to make sure that you stay dedicated to this creating and manifesting this balance with your relationships with yourself. You know, the dedication is dedicating yourself to your ideals spiritually, emotionally, physically, on all levels. And in Yule, I got the rebirth card, so this is beautiful. So from now until Yule, start practicing that daily dedication, listening to your guidance, um, listening to Mother Earth, that reciprocity, working on your balancing and manifesting healthy and balanced relationships, including yourself. And by you'll start embracing a new rebirth. New things will be happening in your life at that time. So thank you. And she goes, yes, she is learning tarot. Yay! That's awesome. Very cool. I will have, oh, that's right. Her birthday is this Monday. So
Ooh, happy early bird.
early happy birthday. And she goes, I am always grateful for what I have. There are so many that struggle for less. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, when we first moved here, Shannon and I went hungry for quite some time. We only could eat once a day. And so I know what we know what it's like to struggle. And when things kind of start to get rough for us, I remind them, hey, honey, remember just so many years ago, we were only having maybe one meal a day. Now we have food in our fridge, on our table. You know what I mean? It's those little things that when you start writing them down and you start acknowledging, it really becomes a list and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So, and yes, everybody's wishing Rossi a happy birthday. So Jessica is here. She came in. She let us know. I think there might be a couple of other shows going. Oh, that's right. I know Ginger Face got a live tonight as well. So
Oh, dang. I didn't know that.
So Jessica lit, yeah, at 9 o'clock. I think it's 8:30, 9 o'clock. She may not even started yet,
Mhm.
but it's a gothic read, so that sounds fun. Yep, still here. So Jessica Lynn, you doing okay, Hershe, on energy and stuff?
Mhm.
Okay, just double checking. Good night, Fatima. Thank you so much. Oh, and may all the angels protect everybody. How beautiful. Yep, I call it Archangel Michael every night, every day. He's my dude. Hey, Jezree. What's up, girl? Somebody was in chat earlier looking for you, asking if you were okay. So, Jezree, I hope you're feeling better if you weren't feeling good earlier. I can't remember who it was, though. We had quite a few at the beginning.
Mm. Well, that actually makes sense. Okay, so hi, Jessica. So, for your short term goal that you can start manifesting right now, there is something that you need to take inspired action about. So, something that you are so inspired on, whether it's cooking, bowling, pool, crocheting, hiking, I don't know, whatever it is, find it and make sure that it's inspiring you to do inspiring things. Okay. So don't just sit and watch it. Don't just sit and read it. Don't just sit and do the crossword puzzle without actually getting out there and putting the actual intentive action in that was inspired by what you like to do. Why do I tell you this? And why is this your short term goal for manifestation? Because you have something ahead of you subconsciously and you know it. And I'm not saying this in a negative way. What I'm saying is that you know you have to face this. You know it is ahead of you. Now, whether it is a mountain, a molehill that got made into a mountain, or it's an actual mountain that you have to climb, regardless of what it is. Something that got blew out of the water and you got to bring it back down, or you literally better strap on your boots and get ready because a whole spiritual awakening is headed your way. But you need it. Why do we need a tower moment? Because tower moments help us grow. It is why they are inspiring you to set this as your short term goal. They want you to understand that they're doing it because there is so much tenderness and care and love inside of you with the Six of Cups that you are worth so much more. And there is some part of you that needs you right now more than you understand. And subconsciously, this is why the tower moment is headed your way. So prepare for it, get yourself ready, but you are about to go through an spiritual awakening that you are deservingly worthy of. So prepare for it, but also understand it is for your greater good that it is going to happen. And that's what I got for you, sweetheart.
Wow. And just really quick, if everybody could send some love to Jezree, she's actually got COVID right now. So making sure you get lots of rest and hydrate and eat when you can. And yeah, I had it in February. Kicked
Mm.
my ass a bit, but we're all strong. You'll get over it, my dear. Bye, Dina. I didn't know you were still here. Thanks for hanging out.
Have a good
Uh,
night.
so, not Jess, Jessica. I got the songs. Whoop, does I forget? I got the songstress for you,
Beautiful.
and it says here. I mean, it's a lot, so I'm trying to pinpoint the. Okay, so many of us let the idea of perfect get in the way of good. We refuse to make an offering of our art, music, service, ideas, mission, or soul craft. That's beautiful because we feel we aren't yet polished enough. We aren't accomplished enough, not educated enough. And this makes so much sense because I got sword cards. I got, I pulled regular tarot. I got Ace of Swords. So right there, right off the bat, you have ideas, the songstress. You feel like you may not want to follow through with. You feel like you may not be accomplished enough, or you may not be good enough. But whatever it is, sweetheart, let it go. Do it. Don't let any fears hold you back. Whether, like it says here, not educated, experienced, or professional enough. You got to get that mindset out of your head. It says here, too much, too old, too late, too unoriginal, too much, and not enough. So you got to get rid of that because when you follow through, I got the abundance card. I got the Three of Cups, a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful celebration.
Mm-hmm.
And the last card was the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords knows how to balance and ground mentally what she wants to do. She has clear focus. There is enough. There's no worry of being educated enough. You have enough wit and know enough knowledge. You are worldly. You have the experience that you need. And it's kind of interesting. She's holding a head in her hand. So it's kind of like slay that fear, slay that beast, that whatever. I'm not gonna say dragon because I don't want to offend my dragons. But slay what those inner demons, those mental demons of yours. And to go back to this card here, a witch knows she is part earth and part sky. There are moonbeams in her veins and birdsong in her soul. I just love this writer. She, like the moon, can show up with a single sliver of herself and still shine. And there you go. That is you. That is the Queen of Swords. So you have everything that you need, the knowledge, the know how, the ability to move forward and to create whatever this beautiful piece of artwork, music. It doesn't even have to be something artistic, it could be a project, it could be, anything that you want to express. You have all the knowledge and the wherewithal to be able to do it. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
That is so good. That is
Hey,
beautiful.
And she says, interesting reading. Not sure if I should be excited or a little scared, Hershe.
I'm so sorry.
You're
Don't be
real cute.
scared. Scared. Don't be scared. It is definitely for your greater good.
Mm-hmm.
We all get tower moments, honey.
Yeah.
We all get them. Some
And
like
they're
me,
only as bad
I
as we
do
let them be,
almost
you know.
daily. So
Mm-hmm.
I almost look forward to them.
Oh, so you're welcome, my dear. Okay. Whew. So I know Isadora is. I don't. I didn't see Book Bewitched come back in. Um, so maybe she had internet loss or something. But those of you who did have to leave, and thank you for letting us know. And those for you who are still here, I believe Isadora. I know she's been having some internet issues. I saw earlier, so I'm going to head go still and pull for Isadora because she says I think the solar, the solar eclipse is messing with my internet. So I know she's been in and out with us tonight. So and this will be our last read for the night. Let me
All
take
right.
out Book Bewitched. I thank everybody for being patient with me reading out the book. This is brand new cards and the poetry, the way she writes, it's just so beautiful. You know, how can I not share? It's a little tongue and twisted a little bit though.
It's definitely a beautiful, beautiful deck. I am gonna have to watch some walkthroughs and oh, hey, hey.
Yeah, there's a channel, Kelly Fitzgerald. I can never remember the title of her channel. She does walkthrough, and this is how I saw the deck. It was with her flip throughs that she did for it. And there's two cards I'm not that crazy about. One I took out because for me personally, it was a little triggering, so I didn't want that energy into my deck. But otherwise, oh, this came up again. Interesting.
Hmm, okay. Mm-hmm. I hear you.
I love that. I
Mm-mm.
hear you.
Well, they're over here going, pick me, pick me, pick me. No, 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 no. Actually, yeah,
Ooh.
that makes sense if I go that way with it. I heard you. Okay, your way makes more sense. Okay, all right. Isadora, hello, beautiful soul. So, your short term goal that you need to work on with your manifestation and that can actually happen for you, probably with just a little bit of work, is literally going for it. Going for it. Actually going for it. Showing up, being present, going all out. Maybe that's something new for you. Maybe that's something that's literally outside of your comfort zone, but the universe wants you to know, and so does Mother Moon, it's time for you to literally put yourself out there. So go for it, make that your short term goal, and it will start happening, and you will start manifesting much better and bigger outcomes. They want you to know that they are starting you with the High Priestess. For me, the high priestess is all about that sacred knowledge, right? About constantly being able to put her heads in the clouds, constantly being able to teeter and go into other worlds and other realms and just be a part of all of it, right? That's exactly what it's all about. You won't know that though, and you won't get to experience that if you don't go for it, if you don't put yourself out there. And this is what you are slacking, and not a negatively way. It's just slacking in your life because you don't know that if you put yourself out there just a little bit more, so much more is at your feet. Literally, it's literally at your feet. So put yourself out there, find out how much and how far you are willing to go. And I bet you that there is no limit once you really put yourself out there. Also, they want you to understand that you have the 10 of Wands in reverse. No retreating, no holding back. No, 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 no. Do not. Mm-mm. It's not what it's about. It's literally about excelling, exceeding, and all the way going the full distance. And you got the Page of Pentacles. So you have that manifestation, that desire, that ability to have more than you ever dreamed possible. So all you have to do is remember that your short-term goal for manifestation right now in this energy is to go for it. So literally 2 feet in a heartbeat, put yourself out there. And as I said it before, and I'll say it again, live a little and you will find more than you bargained for. And that's what I got for you, sweetheart. You're silent.
Oops.
I didn't notice it either for the longest. I'm like, what?
So
And they're going, and I'm like, oh god.
hi, Sylvia. I did it, Allison. She just left, so I'll have to let her know. I had a little poke, but sometimes it's funny. She'll be talking. I'll be like, Allison. She's like,
Oops.
oops. So yes, Sylvia. I hope I didn't miss saying hello to you last night. I did see you, so thank you for being here. And Flower Beauty popped in to say hi. Hello, Flower Beauty. Um, no, Flower Beauty, questions are closed. We're just finishing up right now. No, we're done, my dear. We just have one more, and that's me finishing off here with Isadora. So, Isadora, what she said. So I got the Failures Muse again. And so this is your wolf pack. For me, this is how I want to read it. I don't like the card referring to wolves as, the creatures of, of failure and disappointment and stuff. For
Mm-hmm.
me, the wolves are they're full of wisdom. They're very family oriented, and they're very they protect each other. A lot of people don't know is that if you have any wolves in a pack that are elderly or might be a little sick, the stronger alpha male or stronger wolves will stay behind to protect them. So for me, this is beautiful. You have two beautiful wolves walking on both sides of you. And again, this card was about not allowing our past failures or mistakes get in the way of us moving forward with our life. It's about staying positive and like they said in the book, that beautiful bouquet is like an offering, a gift to the demons, if you will, of I don't even want to say demons, but just because they're experienced are the voices of the failures or the mistakes, and some of those that don't even we don't even believe it ourselves, but we allow people to speak to us, to let them put that into our energies and
Mm-hmm.
to our in our circle. We
Mm-hmm.
need to let go of that. And Hershey was saying that you need to be seen. Don't keep hiding yourself. And it was interesting because I got concealment with the cloak. I'm like, okay, she's saying don't conceal yourself, but then I got concealment. However, I want to pull a few tarots, and she's right. I got the Two of Swords, which is peace. So be at peace. Do not be afraid of who you are or to show who you are. You have to get out of that trap of that mindset. This is the Eight of Swords. So it's basically we are putting ourselves into a mental fear of, not being good enough, mentally not thinking that we're capable, we're not smart enough, we're not experienced enough. You have those swords. We got to break down those mental barriers. Let that go, because when we do, oh yeah, that beautiful Ace of Cups, that brand new renewed energy, let it flow. Let everything that you want to that's beautiful about yourself, don't hide that. You'll know the people not to open that up to for that, but by allowing that beautiful energy, you and accepting that, manifesting that energy, only that will which is the same will be drawn back to you. So when you show the beauty of who you are, the authenticity of who you are, that beautiful vulnerability and letting your light shine, you will attract those like people to you, and those who would rather keep you, or influence you to keep you in this mental state of fear and entrapment. Um, they will go. They will, they won't be able to stand the light, and they're going to walk away. And the people who will love the light will come to you. So that is my reading for you, my dear. Wow, that one was 3 different decks. Oh my goodness. So
Beautiful,
the
beautiful.
challenges, the shadows, and the shadow. Here, I'll let because Hershe, you work a lot with shadow. I will let you answer that.
What is it? The
Well,
challenges, the
well, Sylvia, Sylvia's asking about the challenges, the shadows. So yeah,
so
shadows are a beautiful challenge, and I'll
well,
let you.
I mean, they can be if you want it to be beautiful. They're only ugly if you allow it to be. Like, I mean, a lot of people forget to be so gentle with their self, right? And they make it harder than what it actually is. And you have to literally go to the root of the problem, no matter how traumatic it was. Once you get there, that's when the healing starts. And it's at that moment that what you do is you start loving you more, forgiving you first, doing for you first. If you don't do for you first, if you don't heal you, you cannot be present for your children, your spouse, your loved ones, your family, your coworkers, your job, whatever it is that you are steady throwing in the mix of everything to avoid working on that traumatic trauma issues that are somewhere in your childhood or in your past. Without working on that specifically, getting to the root of the problem, you become a ticking time bomb and you can become detrimental to yourself and to others. So, working on that shadow, getting to the heart and the root of the problem is where it all starts.
Thank you. And Isadora said, "Thank you, Hershey." And she said, thank you, everybody. Oops, let's not remove you. No, let's not do that. Okay, boy, I am looking forward to dinner. I really need to ground. This was wild. I love reading with you, Hershey. Your gifts are amazing. Your guides are amazing. And
Thank you.
Isadora says resonates very much. And Claudia said, "Thank you so much, chickies. You are welcome." And again, everybody. Oh, and Thomas was still here. Beautifully said, Hershey. So everybody, thank you again for. It wasn't too bad. 2 hours. Some people, like
Well,
saying
we didn't
Leo
expect
goes.
everybody to hit us with 75 me's.
And you know what? We actually had about 3 people not show up, so we would have even still been over. So
We'd be rolling around here going, "Can I get a refill?"
yeah, help.
I'm drowning. No, it went
Yeah.
great. It went great. I had
Yes,
so
it was
much fun.
wonderful.
Thank you so
Me
much for
too.
inviting me.
And thank you everybody for joining us. Again, like,
I love being.
subscribe. I'm
Mhm.
almost up to 600 after 2 years of having a channel. And next month is my channel anniversary, so it'll be nice to hit that 600. So when I celebrate next month, so that would be wonderful. And to make sure leaving a comment after when Hershey does a show, or any of us, our fellow readers, if you can, even if it's just a little emoji, clicking on and
I
putting the
suck at it,
emoji
but I'm getting better at the YouTube thing.
helps
So
at
yes,
helps us all build our channel. So
yes, it
thank you
does.
again, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will all see you later.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.